Well, hi, welcome to my latest video. Well, in this one, I'm going to go over a couple of products that I recently acquired. The first one is a really nice workbench. It's from a company called Quids. Sorry about that. I purchased this, and the company is spelled QYDS. I'll put a view of the Amazon ad for this up right now. And it's okay. It's a moderately priced unit. I was looking cheaper, but I wanted something that had the extra strength to it, and really a wider drawer where I could put some tools into it. This is going to be sitting at the end of my studio, which is where it's placed right now, and I'll be doing some projects on there that I'll probably be showing on numerous videos as we go. Maybe not an entire project that I videotape, but at least part of it. The second thing I got was sent to me by a company that wanted me to review it, and it is a 3-in-1 magnifying desk lamp from a company, forgive me for pronunciation, Iooku, E-O-O-K-U. And here it is right now, still in the box, and I haven't put it together yet, so I'll probably do the same thing. There's a lot of small pieces to this, so I'll probably put it together and then I'll show you the final result of it. I'll let you know, just like with the bench, I'll let you know if there's any issues with building it. And as long as I'm on that, I will let you know, yes, I ran into issues building that workbench. And a couple of them that could lead to a lot of extra time assembling it, like one of them did in my case. And I'll explain that when I'm showing the video of the actual table itself. So let me go ahead now and put this magnifying desk lamp together, and then I'll show you both products and we'll see how they look and what you think. I've also put up on the screen right now the actual Amazon ad for this magnifying desk lamp, lighted and magnifying. Give me a comment if you have any comment about either one of these, or if you have any questions, really. I suspect you might have some questions about that workbench. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, here's the table completed. Let me get over here and show you what we got here. It can be raised up quite a bit. I'm not going to extend it for purposes of this, but it's only, probably just about 29 inches off the ground. Now it can go up at least another 12 inches from here if you'd want. I think possibly 15. This is a drawer. That's the part that gave me the biggest problem putting together, to be honest with you. It's got nice 3 little sections to it with a nice sort of velvety bottom to it, or at least cushioned, it's not rough. It's got 2 steel handles on it. There might be aluminum, but they did a nice job with them and they painted them this nice tan color here. The table itself has the casters. As you can see here, these casters here on the bottom. And when you want to lock them, right now they're open so you can swing it around. Okay, when you want to lock them, you just push them, get them the way you want and push them down and they lock in place. If I lock the other side, the table is basically there, and it's really solid, as you can see with me shaking it. It's supposed to be able to support like 2,000 pounds of weight. Now, I didn't try that, of course, but it really does seem solid, and it is heavy. Just the top alone probably weighs about 80 pounds. The whole thing together with the steel frame is probably just about 100 pounds. That's my guess anyway. But let me show you something here. You push on the top of it to unlock them. And the actual thing with the power supply is over on this end. So here's the side view where the power distribution panel is. It's got 2 outlets. It's got an overall power switch. And there's 2 USB switches just for power. No signal on those. And the controller is in the back of it. And it plugs in separately to a wall outlet. Okay. And I've tested it. Works fine. I even charged up one of my devices with this, and it actually probably has at least 2 amps worth of power in it, because it wasn't super speedy, but it was pretty fast in terms of charging up the device that I would charge up on a regular basis through using the USB. This part is important on the assembly. This is the right side. However, if you look very carefully at labels that they put on the inside of this, it calls this the left side. And the left side, I'm talking in perspective to standing in front of the table like this, how you would normally use it. So that you would be with a chair that would go into here, for example, since there is a plate in the back that would block you, and you wouldn't be able to get to the drawer if it was the other way. And the drawer can only go on one side, and that's where the problem is. Make sure when you assemble it that you put this part on the right-hand side from where you would be sitting, with it standing upright. Maybe when they put those labels, they had it upside down, and that's what caused the problem. But I've read online some other reviews of it, and apparently it's pretty standard problems that they ran into with this. The casters are very strong. I'm on carpet here, and this thing moves very easily in and out, back and forth, until I lock it in place. And I have no complaints whatsoever about that. And I do enjoy the drawer. That's the main reason I got this model. I wanted a nice wide drawer. Let me show you that. The drawer pulls out fairly easily. Like I said, it has 3 sections to it. You have one over at this end here. There's a divider in the middle, second section, and another divider. Okay, so it's pretty good. I'll be putting possibly some shelf organizers inside of it to make that even better. But I have no complaints about the space or anything else that's inside of that. Okay, so that's it for the workbench. So here's a 3-in-1 lamp. I've got it together. It's a bit smaller than I thought it was going to be, but it looks okay. It was pretty easy to put together. When they say 3-in-1, it's because it has flexible arm, it has a light which is activated by switch on the power cord. The power cord has a little small brick, 12 volts on the bottom, that's plugged into the side of the bench right now. And if I turn it on, you actually have 3 different colors that you can go to. Okay. Now right now I'm using the steel base that it came with, pretty solid steel, and it comes with feet, rubber feet that stick on there. So there's no issue about that, rubbing or scratching anything. But it also comes with the ability to attach it to the side of the desk, or in this case a bench, which is exactly what I'm going to do. You could turn it off and on from the same connector here. I'll do that. So now I'm going to put this, and I'm going to replace this. This whole thing unscrews from here, and you can screw it into the top of this, and you can put it at the side of the table. Let me go ahead and do that so we can see that it works okay. Everything is padded with rubber, so it won't mar your desk or tabletop in any way. Okay. There it goes, and it's more than deep enough to support a table. In this case, that's more than 1.5 inches in depth. So we tighten it up a little bit, take this one out of here, and put it into here. It's got the same locking screw here. Put it down, lock it in place. You don't lock it too much so we can swivel it. And then when you come down like this, it's got 2 little alligator clips that are in flexible metal arms. That's really good. They got plastic protectors, rubber plastic, both for your finger and for both of the jaws. And they connect with these little thumb screws right into the sides of these things. The entire mechanism here can be moved anywhere you want, up and down, along the bottom rib here of the lamp, depending on where you want it. Okay. The magnifier itself is actually 5x for most of it, except for this little bubble here. This little bubble here, if I move my finger in front of it, you'll probably see that's 5x, and it goes to 10x when I go into that little bubble. So that's pretty nifty. Nice and strong and flexible. Like I said, I have no complaints at all. Here are the extra parts it gave you. Little Allen screw for adjusting the tension on parts of it. It has an extra alligator clip and the screw-on connector to it. And it has an actual lens buffer. That's like a regular one that you would see for a camera to clean this magnifier up if it were to get dirty. Anyway, those are the things that I wanted to show you today. Until the next time, take care.